Brighton 4, Chelsea 1. I'm here with Fathur. Oh my God. I mean, how did we not just lose, but lose in that fashion?
We were humbled by a Brighton who didn't have a ground 14 years ago, unfortunately. And big ups to Brighton away. I thought they performed really well against us. I think we looked lackluster in the midfield. Every department, I would say. It's just so lethargic at times to watch it. You know what? I had this feeling since Villa away, because we lost Reece James, but somehow we still managed to defeat Aston Villa. But we drew Brentford, we drew against United, and then we got found out against Brighton. With all due respect, Salzburg game didn't count. It's just because, Austrian League, I didn't rate it that much, just because the pace and the pace and the power is a bit different compared to Premier League. But I feel like Potter has been overthinking too much, because what he did today, the way he set up the lineup, I feel like that lineup is the way that he's going to play against Zagreb, not against this game.
Right. Okay. So you think you overcomplicate. What is it about the formation or the way it's set up? What is it about it that you didn't like?
Three at the back for me. I've been watching consistently many times in this few games alone, let alone against Brentford, against Salzburg. You know what? I don't really rate Salzburg that much, but it worked because they play a high line. That's why we can break them down. But against Brighton, who loves to play a low block, who loves to sit back, there's no way you're going to break them down unless you have to change the formation. I don't think the three at the back would suit Chelsea in the Premier League. This is why we had the same issue on the Tuchel as well, because we play a three at the back. It was too defensive, it was too negative, it was too passing sideways and that. Look what happened now. We got caught out. And my issues right now going forward, are we going to get found out?
Well, we got found out today, didn't we?
That's the thing. We got found out today, but how about in a longer term?
Yeah, I mean, I think Potter's quite flexible, so I can see him changing something. It's a case of what is he going to change? I mean, we're talking about Sterling playing in the right position, Cucurella being isolated, Pulisic, Havertz. These are all Mount. There's so many things, so many different options for him. It's like, how does he fit all these players in?
I feel like he's panicking because he just lost Reece James. He's a bit panicking. You
think he's panicking, honestly?
A little bit in some ways. I think in some ways he's panicking a little bit. I think it's because when you lost one player, you literally put players in out of position. Look at what happened today. I don't think Pulisic had a good game. That's because he's been put out of position many times. Sterling as well. As far as I like Sterling, but I thought he was poor today as well. It's just I don't get the way that we lose these kind of games. Our mentality suddenly drops. And the positive thing about today is that at least some players come over and thank the fans, and that's the most important thing, just to brighten up the mood, because at the full time I can see lots of fans have been frustrated with the results of the performance today, the manner that we lost today. It's been shambolic, but I just want to know what's the clarifier behind the scenes. Is Potter trying to overcomplicate things, or is he just kind of play some mind games with us? Maybe the Zagreb game wasn't much important, but I feel like the way that Chelsea gonna win, it's so Chelsea that we beat Arsenal and then we lose against Zagreb.
Yeah, I don't think he's. I think he's just trying to figure out his best team. He's still new, and I think he's playing around with it because obviously Reece James isn't in the squad. It's how do you adapt? Yeah. But just going back to what you were saying, obviously some players coming back and clapping. Yeah. I do want to highlight one thing, which is a lot of fans left early in that game, and I just want to know your thoughts on those fans. And yeah,
I think it's atrocious, to be fair, and I don't really like the way that people left before the game, even though we're still around 3-1 down. At least we just need some motivation in that. And I feel like some of the fan base that left the game has been disgraceful, I would say. At least just to show some courage towards the players. I know it has been a good day in that, but we need this kind of motivation for these players, because it's a wake-up call at the end of the day. And we'll find out in the next couple of games before the World Cup comes, man.